Hello everyone and welcome to the Captain's videoweblog. We are Wednesday, December the 7th, 2016, and this is officially going to be uploaded later than yesterday's videoweblog, but for different fucking reasons. Today's reason is Total Divas. I decided to watch Total Divas after NXT. Yep, then again, I could have recorded the video weblog before, NXT, but then again, my father got up before the time that I was expecting him to get up. You know, when he tells me, yeah, if you hear my alarm, and you don't see me going out of the bedroom, just come and wake me up. And this time, usually that means that it's going to be after 3 a.m., but this time it was before 3 a.m., so I was like, ah! But yeah, so yesterday was I didn't upload. I uploaded it at 12:30 p.m. because I fell asleep before uploading it. So yeah, and then I decided. So when I woke up, I uploaded the video weblog, and it took me the whole fucking afternoon. So I watched some football in the evening, so that's why I also watched SmackDown and 205 Live just so late, when I'm talking about football, it's like, yeah, let's gotta root for the French teams in the competition, the continental competitions because of the UEFA index, and I'm like, I won't do that, You just do it if you want to. I won't do it. Like the professional outlets, they are like, why this is just a French thing when the clubs, when they aren't rooting for the French clubs because of the rivalries, the national rivalries, and I'm like, yeah, but you don't see this, for example, Spain or Germany do that because they are always going to have a team go through to the fucking end, This is just the kind of things that happens. In France, we have teams pretty shit, and therefore that's why we're losing. We're going down on the continental table and losing spots in the European competitions because the teams are shit. Even if we root for them, they're not gonna get any better. We need money. That's kind of things with capitalistic football. It needs money. So yeah. Just gets me heated. Yeah, you should root for the teams that you usually hate during the championship. I'm like, no, I'm not that kind of not that kind of fake supporter. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, let's move on to SmackDown. So SmackDown was pretty fucking good. That was just a bit of are they going to make something good with the show because of all the loose ends and all that? Yeah, they've been able to do something pretty fucking great. Because actual storytelling, something that Raw doesn't really do. Storylines on Raw, what a joke! There are more storylines on Total Divas than on Raw. And I should know it because I actually watched the first season of Total Divas nearly to the end. I just wasn't able to find the last couple of episodes when was going to some payoff. And they are pretty good at blurring the line between what's work and what's a shoot. So it's always good, characters, always character development, even 6 seasons in. So why the fuck not? So SmackDown opened with AJ Styles being injured, not being able to defend the title against James Ellsworth. James Ellsworth was like, yeah, but that's because you're afraid of me. That I got your number. Delusional James Ellsworth. He's just a great character. Delusional James Ellsworth. The best work from Ellsworth actually since he arrived in the WWE. Yeah, and one of the best characters on SmackDown, hands down. One of the best, hands down. Like he could be like in top 3, hands down. Yeah, sure, hands down. But yeah, still, really. So before Ellsworth could become too cocky, with his delusions, he was saying, yeah, Daniel Bryan is protecting you, which might not be false because Styles himself said that his butt looked good. When Renee Young brings it up, suddenly, Brian gets all defensive. Yeah, no. What about the great match? But I'm not gonna say you got a great butt, man, sweet butt, man. Yeah, pat him on the butt, say go get him, buddy. Go get him, buddy, being a reference to what Brian said at the beginning of Talking Smack when he was like, yeah, I tried to motivate the roster. I say go get him, buddy. But apparently, you know, the women don't hear it because, well, Daniel Bryan doesn't go to the women's locker rooms. I mean, that kind of makes sense. So yeah, before Ellsworth could get too cocky, Dean Ambrose arrived, Dirty Deeds, and left. All that with his music playing. So that was great. Like, it's not a single word. Probably took him like 1 minute, not even that long. Yeah, so great things from Dean Ambrose. Yeah, and he was pretty fucking present tonight. As much as the tag team division. There were 3 matches involving the tag team division. The first one was a rematch of TLC with Slayer and Rhino. Well, failing to recapture the titles, and even worse, Slater was offered from Bray Wyatt by way of Bray Wyatt to Randy Orton. You know, he was like, I'm gonna do Sister Abigail, man. He didn't say it, but you know. So kiss on the forehead, and Orton was looking very intently, like he was going to, as if he were going to eat Slater. But no, it just was, an RKO. And it actually brought the Cinderella story to an end. Rhino was pretty pissed at Slater. Like, I've done most things. We won the title because I gored the Usos. We lost the title because you got your ass handed to you by the Wyatt family. We failed to recapture because you got pinned. So yeah, Rhino walked off on Slater, and that's done. However, the Wyatts, they are looking stronger than ever. Randy Orton, yeah, since I'm a Wyatt, I've been more dangerous than ever before. Yeah, it's been all red and blue, man, but now it's all ours for the taking. And Luke Harper, with a line straight out of 2014, send anyone, but don't send anyone you want back. Yep. You just got into focus for that line. That was actually was it before John Cena, or was it against the Shield, that line? I don't remember, but yeah, that was early 2014 stuff. So yeah, probably when they were going for the tag titles. So with the Shields, yeah, that sounds like it makes sense. Anyway, so second match with the tag division was Chad Gable going to town on Tyler Breeze. Pretty quick match, you know. It ended with the Chaos Theory. The match apparently was put together because Tyler Breeze said, "Book 'em, Dango," because American Alpha, they are uggos and they don't follow the rules of the fashion popo, which shouldn't do that. You know, I know that you will win the matches anyway, but come on, guys. Have a bit of self-respect. Don't be uggos. Come on. Yeah. So, I mean, Breezango, they are doing great stuff with essentially, you know, they are essentially male strippers. They are doing great stuff. It's great stuff. It need more airtime, to be quite honest, though. And American Alpha are probably the ones who are going to knock off the Wyatt family from their pedestal. I do think that, though, you know, it's either they win the titles or they turn heel because of, you know, frustration. And the third match was the Ascension with crazy face paint against the High Bros. Mojo Rawley, I see him. He's on the ring apron, and he's in the ring, and he moves all the fucking time. Jesus Christ, stop it, man. It's so unnecessary moves. Ugh. Oh, come on. You know, when he's dropping, you know, the fists on his opponent, I'm like, but why do you do all that with your hands before? What are you trying to convey? It's whatever. Yeah. So the Ab was one with the Hype Rider, obviously. But still, they are doing stuff with the tag team division. I think that the Vaudevillains weren't on SmackDown because they were in main event. And then again, it's been a while since I last watched main event, so I wouldn't know. Yeah. So then there was the women that were also pretty heavily featured. The first thing was Carmella, who can actually go with the microphone and has better control over the crowd than any other woman on Raw. Like, she can make them shut up. They were chanting "How you doing?" to her, and 2 weeks in a row she found different ways to make the crowd shut up. So then she explained why Natalia attacked Nikki Bella, essentially going, you know, essentially she's jealous, and it's been that way since 2008 when they both debuted on the main roster, or maybe 2007. No, it sounds more like 2008 because that was the, you know, the year when well, yeah, the Olympic Games in China, and the anticipated exams for the, you know, the graduation from high school. So yeah, 2008. Yeah, Natalia didn't take too kindly to that. Attacked Carmella. Carmella retreated, went to the backstage area, and Natalia was following her pretty closely, and so it's baffling that she lost her and got in front of Nikki Bella without Carmella anywhere in sight. Yeah, and Nikki Bella with that kind of looks that said, I do think that I believe Carmella now, and out of breath, you know, Natalia was like, "Don't believe her lies," essentially. So yeah. And on Talking Smack, Carmella went even a bit further, saying that she despised Natalia because she doesn't own up to her attacks. Because, you know, Carmella, every time she attacked Nikki Bella, she was like, "Yeah, I did it. What about it?" You know, and she was like, "I wouldn't attack Nikki at Survivor Series because I, you know, put aside our differences and go for the team and go kick the asses of the Raw women," which is actually pretty good thing, you know, pretty pretty solid defense. I would believe that. So yeah, and the other angle with the women is obviously around the title. Alexa Bliss was having the celebration of her title win. She appropriated the word that Becky Lynch threw her way. She said, "The little bitch is." She said the little bitch is running the SmackDown's women's division, and that's pretty strong because then Becky Lynch, she went into the ring, she stormed to the ring, and she called her a little girl. Like, she couldn't say the word bitch. Like, the word was stolen from her, and it's powerful stuff. I like it. You know, this is great stuff. It looked like he was going to get physical after Lynch threw the gauntlet for the rematch, but yeah, Bliss, you know, removed her jacket, and you know, as it looked like it was going to be a fist fight, and well, Bliss just went under the bottom rope, and actually not on my terms, essentially. So yeah, great stuff from Bliss. She is an amazing heel. Finally, we are seeing better stuff from Becky Lynch. Like, she's no longer the underdog. She wants to fight. She wants to fuck shit up, bash heads, and all that. Amazing. I mean, right now, you know, there aren't enough faces in the women's division. So yeah, there's Becky and Naomi. So while they are hopefully building up Naomi to a level that she's a believable threat to the title, well, you know, Becky is the only one to step up to the plate, or maybe they're gonna turn someone else face, you know. But I do think that right now, Nikki Bella is, you know, just too much with the triangle things to be concerned with the title. Yeah. So then there was Miss TV, amazing Miss TV, with the Miz handing out the first Miz Participation Award to Dean Ambrose, the special guest tonight. And Dean Ambrose, you know, when he got the title, there were "You deserve it" chants, great stuff from Texas, you know, after the shitty crowd from Dallas. It was just great to see a crowd that was into it and a bit cheeky. So yeah, because of those reactions, Daniel Bryan came out, announced the match between Dean Ambrose and The Miz, and because the reactions were even better, well, he made it a title match. Though I do think that Daniel Bryan wants to make the Miz Never-Ending Reunion Tour a living hell for the Miz, and will find him opponents every Tuesday night for the title. Then there was a match between Kalisto and Baron Corbin that Kalisto demanded because he's completely sick. You know, he's a madman. No, but really though. And yeah, Kalisto lost because he flipped. You know, he did a good lucha thing, but he flipped himself into the end of days. So yeah, quick victory from Baron Corbin. Yeah, they are moving off to better things, hopefully. Not yet for Kalisto, you know, it's gonna have to wait a bit because, well, I mean, you cannot push the winner and the loser of the whole thing, of the rivalry. That would be done. Why did they fight? So yeah, and the main event was for the Intercontinental Championship. Then, pretty good match. The ending was the most memorable thing. Ambrose was going for the top turnbuckle, got tripped by Maurice. James Ellsworth came out, but since he's incompetent, in the words of Daniel Bryan, he couldn't find the right way to get Maurice expelled from the match and maybe even a disqualification. So he got into the on the ring apron and distracted the referee while Dean Ambrose was rolling up the Miz. Yeah, classic stuff. So Ambrose was visibly pissed, but again, you know, Ellsworth was like, "It's not me, it's her," and just distractions, skull-crushing finale. The Miz retained. Yeah, it was an okay ending to a pretty good show. Yeah, the crowd was into it. I liked it. I just really liked it. And there was 205 Live. That, you know, as I said last week, the biggest challenge for 205 Live is to have the crowd being part of it, and the crowd was part of it. For the Noam Dar versus Cedric Alexander match, they were into the match. Noam Dar is going for a more heel, cocky, up and coming, you know, newcomer, arrogant heel kind of character. You know, targeted Alexander's arm for most of the match, even through the flurry of strikes, as they said on the WWE website in the around the end of the match. Yeah, so yeah, it was a pretty fucking good match. But then again, there hasn't been a bad match yet with the cruiserweights. It's kind of the things. Yeah, Noam Dar won, and he dedicated the victory to Nikki Bella. So to Alicia Fox. What am I saying, Nikki Bella? That's why I'm saying that Noam Dar is maybe going to be a heel. But there's Aurea Divery, who's also a very good heel, so maybe Dar is going to have to wait for a little bit. Yeah, so Aurea Divery, very good heel. You know, apparently he knew that he was going to face Jack Gallagher on 205 Live, so that's why he attacked the knee on Raw. Yeah, it was the good strategy as he won. You know, Jack Gallagher, lots of fighting spirit, nearly had the win actually with a headbutt. but I tried to go high fly, you know, high flyer, and well, I mean, didn't work for him. Got countered, and yeah, he lost to Divery, who is establishing himself as one of the top heels on the cruiserweight division. Speaking of top heels, the Brian Kendrick had his rematch against Rich Swann. Very good match. Like Kendrick with a lot of a lot of aggression, tried to put Swann into the bully choke. No, amazing number of times without really managing to make Swann tap out. Did the sliced bread number 2 outside the ring. And on his last attempt to make Swann tap out, it went outside the ring. Swann freed himself by pushing Kendrick into TJ Perkins, who was on commentary and might be, maybe turning a bit heel, because he said to Swann, "Yeah, you won because of luck with a capital L." And I'm like, oh god. I mean, at least it will fit him better than his current character regarding the finisher. The finisher of TJ Perkins is a knee bar, and it's not a face finisher. It's a heel move. He tries to maim someone. He tries to injure them, to hinder them, to really remove them the possibility to make moves with one leg. And yeah, so maybe it's better. As Kendrick and Perkins were into that whole thing outside, like, who's gonna land the first hit. Kendrick went back into the ring, ate the boot of Rich Swann, and once he lost, he went back to Perkins. Had a little kerfuffle that Swann tried to break up, but he got tangled with Kendrick. Perkins tried to break that up by super kicking Kendrick, but Kendrick stepped away, and it was Swann who ate the boot. So the last man standing was the Brian Kendrick. Apparently, Austin Aries is going to join the cruiserweight division. That's interesting. I thought that he would be just one who was going to be called up, just going for normal titles and maybe for the tag titles with Roderick Strong, but no, he's apparently going for the cruiserweight title. Then again, he's a very recognizable face. He's a veteran. He is very natural heel, the greatest man who ever lived. So yeah, I cannot say that I'm too unhappy with that. Anyway, yeah, so that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye. I don't know if I'm going to sleep or if I'm just waiting now. We'll see.